Hey, listen up there, YouTube. Chip here with the iconic Sportcycle Motovlog. Hey, I know, guys, I'm usually riding my motorcycle when I'm talking to you, right? So why am I not riding my motorcycle today? Well, I'm reporting from out here at in Titusville, Florida. So we're right in the middle of Hurricane Matthew. And as you can see, my wife has blocked my motorcycle in the garage so I wouldn't be tempted to ride in the hurricane. Now, what fun is that? Where's my motorcycle? It's in there. So that's why I'm not riding my motorcycle today. Looks like I suffered a little tree damage here. We lost a fence in the backyard. Oh, looks like the neighbor lost a little bit of fencing there as well. So looking down the street, just want to check on my neighbor, see how everything's going. Well, it's got a little shrubbery down here. As you can see, we're all boarded up nicely. The roof held up quite nicely during the heavy winds last night. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. You know, considering they were saying that we had some winds in excess of 110 miles an hour. Quite a few broken branches here, obviously. But overall, not too bad. A little bit of debris in the road up there. See a lot of leaves and stuff stuck on the cars. But looks like everybody did well. Now, as you can see, it's a fairly common thing here in Florida. You park your vehicle across the garage door. Helps keep the wind from blowing in your garage door. And that was my wife's intent when we had the car parked there, was to prevent the wind damage. Oh, yeah. All right, let's do this. All right. So, yeah, so that was part of the deal. But now, of course, I can't get my motorcycle in the garage, and my keys are mysteriously missing. So, yep, looks like I'm grounded, guys. So there will be no report during the hurricane. Maybe she will let me do a little post-hurricane report. But at the moment, it's not too bad. Winds are dying down. The rain is dying down. As you can see, everybody's got their storm shutters on there. But like I said, they were calling for some, heavy casualties, heavy damage. I'm sure they're in different areas. We're going to see a lot of that. But so far, so good. Got a little bit of windage going on there. I can feel the wind at my back, kind of pushing me along. But it doesn't look like things are too bad. Again, things are kind of hit and miss in a storm like this. We actually we got some uprooted trees over here. Looks like they're probably able to save that. Yeah, but you get a storm like this, it's really hit or miss, the different types of damage that you get. Like actually we still have power in our house, but most of our neighbors and, family close by does not have power right at the moment. Boy, if you could really feel this wind, it is really kind of pushing me along, guys. So we get some people checking out the neighborhood. So check it out. Got a little water going on over here. Oh, doesn't look too bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. Now, the last one, the 4 hurricanes rolled through, we had so much water in this area. Actually, this area was waist deep in water. So, a fast-moving hurricane like this one is much preferred, even though you get a lot more wind damage. You get a lot less flooding. Those hurricanes that kind of roll through slowly and just kind of hang around. They're just spinning around out there, stirring up the water. Those are the ones that really cause a lot of flood damage, and that's, kind of difficult. There's one of the branches here. But yeah, it isn't too bad. Like I said, I'm sure different areas were hit harder than this, but, we were hunkered down. We were prepared for the worst. Fortunately, it didn't come to that. Got the wee ones in the house. We got the mats from the dojo brought into the kitchen, sleeping in the kitchen there. So, safe area, center of the house. And let's see, so I got a tree down over there, across the old drainage ditch. Yeah, not a lot of traffic out this morning. Didn't really expect to see a lot. Really, there's kind of a curfew out there. So not a lot supposed to be going on. But again, looks like everybody held up quite well. It looks like some fence down up ahead of us there. A lot of branches down, so there'll be a little bit of cleanup around here tomorrow. I am scheduled to work tomorrow, so I'll be doing my cleanup. Well, I don't know what day, because I got to work Sunday too. But we'll get it figured out. We'll get it scheduled in somehow. I was fortunate that they gave me time off work to come home and board up my house. Now, being in the motorcycle business, I take things like that into consideration. When I worked in the car business, it was, hey, if your house blows away, as long as you do work the next day, no problem. so it's definitely a little different. They went by the policy is, hey, if the schools are going to be closed, you ain't coming to work. I like that. I think that's a good policy. So, but hey, looking around, this is my neighborhood. I'm just taking a walk around the block. Just wanted to see, looks like everybody's done well. My neighbors have fared well, so that's all well and good. So my wife is a little angry with me right now for walking around in a hurricane. Hopefully she'll get over it. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of share some video with you about it. Again, it's not horrible right now. I did wait till it kind of died down a little bit. And besides, the walk's going to be good. Been cooped up in the house. And since Domino's isn't going to deliver a pizza during a hurricane, what else am I going to do? Hey, hear me, Domino's? You got a way to deliver pizza during a hurricane? That would be great. But like I said, we got a little bit of wind going on. Yeah, the rain has cut down quite a bit. We still got some standing water out here, but not bad. Overall, like I said, we feel very fortunate, very blessed that, things could have gone a whole lot worse than they did. But as you can see, Cocoa, Florida is still standing, which is a good thing. So like I said, I think we'll see a little bit of cleanup here for the next couple of days. I'm sure we'll have big piles of branches and debris out in front of people's houses till the pickup comes. But again, things could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody who's lost their roof locally. Now, I did have a friend on Facebook that lost his roof over there in Satellite Beach. Rusty, keep my prayers with you, brother. Like I said, storms like this are pretty hit and miss. Looks like I got a couple lifted, couple lifted roof shingles on these two roofs here. But not too bad. Like I said, it could have been a lot worse. Now, usually when I'm riding the motorcycle, I'm concerned with wind noise. Now, I'm actually walking in the wind, so I'm not moving at speed, so I'm getting wind that way, but there's quite a bit of wind blustering in the background. So hopefully the microphone is picking everything up and you're hearing me okay. But like I said, people are well prepared. You can see people have their storm shutters up. Everything's looking good. Everything seems to be intact. And that's a big, key to surviving a hurricane in Florida. If you do not evacuate, it's best to have, your supplies handy, the water, batteries, radio. I happen to have a couple of CB radios, portables that have weatherband radio on them. So, keep those handy. That's a good idea. Put pallets over your window. Throw some pallets away. That's a good idea. People just throw those things away. Lost a little fence over here. This gate is down. That's too bad. Hopefully it's salvageable. Little tumbleweeds there. Yep. Yeah, so again, I lost my back fence, so it's not unusual to see fences go down in this kind of weather. I'm sure I have a feeling we'll have to replace some of it by the looks of some of the damage there. But as you can see, overall, I think that we fared pretty well. I got a little tree down here. Oh, that poor little tree. Busted right in half. It's usually the bigger trees that do that, but that's a shame. Folks out there walking around checking their damages there. And be sure everything's okay. Well, there's another fence down. Oh, boarded up the garage. That's probably a pretty good idea too. Yeah, the garage doors, they're on rails and tracks, and it's not unusual to look at this big branch down. Not unusual for winds like this to cause your garage door to cave in. So that's why we see people they park their vehicle sideways in front of the garage. That way, you know, kind of cuts down the wind, you know, so it doesn't take a full force hit over a wind blast there. Yep, got some branches hitting the wires, better get out of here pretty quickly. Probably won't be long before that's a disaster. Hey, listen up there, YouTube. Chip here with the Iconic Sports Cycle Motovlog. So guys, I'm doing a little post-Hurricane Matthew ride around the neighborhood. Check things out, see how things are looking. You know, the rain is, you know, stopped. The wind is settling down a little bit. So just want to see what the roads look like. So far, not too bad. I see a lot of fences down. See quite a bit of, you know, brush and debris in the road from the trees. A little bit of flooding going on different areas. Just got some mud in the road up here. Little speed bump going on here. Oh. But overall, not so bad. Well, of course, this doesn't look all that great. Nope, that's not good. Well, it'll be harder to sell that house the way it is. Of course, it looks like there's some news crews there. Looks like they lost their gutters up there. Funny, I bet you, look at got some tree branches down here. Lots of mud in the road, so you know there was a lot of flooding going on up in here. Lots of debris. Funny now, the water looks pretty calm. I'm sure just a little while ago it was raging. Yeah, I wanted to come out and ride during the hurricane, but you know, my wife was really kind of dead set against it for some reason. So everybody wisely boarded up down here. Oh, let's cross the fence there. Oh, lots of debris in the road. Yeah, I guess this is kind of pretty much what I expected to see. Again, you know, we didn't take that direct hit. It just kind of skirted us, so wasn't as bad as that they kind of anticipating. But as you can see, it still made quite a mess. Some broken branches there. And we got some docks going down out there, so that went down. More docks down over here. So the dock guys, guys that rebuild the docks and put in new docks, they'll be busy for a little bit here. A lot of debris on the roof, some branches down. So again, I kind of expected to see this. This is well, this is the kind of the scenic route near my house. This is the river road. My wife and I like to ride this road just for the fun of it. Generally, the ride is pleasant. Lots of nice, pleasant things to look at. Today, it just happens to be a lot of that pleasant stuff is scattered all over the road.